Here, and we are here for another round of the Late Breakers Club. It is Friday night, it is Late Breakers. So today we are going to be at Mexico. Very fast track. I think the big challenges here are having that speed down the back straight. I mean, that's got to be one of the longest straights in Formula 1. Obviously the DRS section of it has been reduced in the couple of last 2 years, but some immense power to get down that back straight. However, managing that with the twists and turns of Sector 2 and the very hard demands on Sector 3, it might be short, but that is where the tyre wear is going to be at its worst. I feel like heavy braking, right angles, so the car will take a bit of a battering. As always, it's an 18-minute qualifying followed by a 50% race, which here at Mexico is 36 laps, one of the shorter tracks in terms of time because so much of it is spent at full throttle. Also guys, just a heads up, I am afraid I do not have my phone today, so I will not be able to look at any comments during the stream. My apologies about that. Unfortunately my phone got stolen a couple of days ago, so yeah. So yep, we will shortly be getting going now. I guess the question really is, can anyone stop Lee Strike? 2 wins, 2 races. Can anyone stop the Aston Martin driver? That is something we will find out in the coming hour and a bit. Hopefully we're looking at a dry race. I think Mexico in the dry is so much better than in the rain. However, the rain does bring out a different set of skills. Obviously not having that DRS straight. Excuse me, we do have 2 DRS straights here at Mexico. One is Sector 1, Sector 1 I guess you could say. The long DRS straight. And Sector 2/3. So technically one's in every sector. But we will shortly be getting seeing a couple of new names here. Fiber Badger and the McLaren. Welcome to the league. Little Fletch is back in the Racing Bulls. And we've got a lot of drivers coming out very quickly there. Who's the first driver out? It's Fiber Badger, so let's sit on board with the McLaren driver. We've also got, who else have we got on track? Max and Cookies, another new name, so welcome to the league. We've got Decay. We've got quite a lot of drivers already out. 17 drivers today, fantastic. Always better for a full grid. So, Max and Cookies with his hot lap on. I wonder if he knows that because he will burn it up. There we go, just as I say it. But we'll wait and see if this first round of laps for qualifying, more than easily able to get. Oh, we've got a McLaren around. Is that Fiber Badger? No, but he's going to get disqualified if he stays there. So, I wonder, is he looking to get disqualified? It kind of looks like it. So, who's going to be the first driver? We've got the Haas. Decay. Decay is going to be our first driver. And Max and Cookies right behind us. We get a really nice slipstream here, and the 2 go. Racing on qualifying that, so I'm not so sure how I feel about that. I see there being an issue there, both drivers connecting with one another. Was that a bit too aggressive there from Max and Cookies? I think so. He could have backed off there, he didn't need to do that. So who is, we've got a Ferrari, is that going to be JP? That is JP, so 29.703 in Sector 1. But he's not running any ERS. I think he's using this as a warm-up lap as well. So, who's behind? Ah, shit! Sorry. Who is behind? We've got a Red Bull. I want to say a Red Bull. Nope, it's going to be a race. Maybe Simon? Yep, here comes Simon. And as we come through sector 2. A lot of drivers coming out very early today. Nice line there into the penultimate. Kyle for a 117.4, so I guess that was a flying lap. Simon with a 118.1, but Cardiff still with a lot. Okay, Smart goes 115.381 for the Mercedes driver. We've got times coming through now. Next up is the McLaren. Is that going to be Fiber Badger? No, that is the other McLaren of Red Dog, who has also invalidated. So we've got, is that Decay? Yes, it is. He's getting out of the way. He's got, yeah, he's harvesting, looking to go again. So we've got, who was that? Fiber Badger has retired. He will start from the back of the grid. How about Little Fletch? 103 coming through the stadium section and has spun it out of the third last turn. Unfortunate there for the Racing Bulls driver. Gags coming through. What sort of time is this going to be? It's going to be provisional pole. Yes, it is a 1:14.711, taking it from Eddie Dust in the Mercedes, but I do think that time will come down. Lethal Strike is on. Let's have a look at what he can push out of his lap. So we are some very nice lines there through the S's of sector 2 and a 56 flats from the Aston Martin driver. Oh, that was close. Perfect line there for our championship leader. Oh, and that's an invalidation. It's an invalidation in that penultimate turn. That would have been good enough for second. Zima is coming through. What can Zima do? 1:14.9 second behind Gags. Hijab is in sector 2. He's invalidated. We've got, is Lethal going for another lap? No, he is not. He's harvesting. So right now, where is Bam? Bam's in the Ferrari. What can this Cadelia driver put together here? Leaving quite a lot of ERS for after that home straight. I do feel like that's where you need to use it. What can the Ferrari man pull out here in sector 1? 28.567. Coming around to the S's, as I like to call them. And still with so much ERS left, will he be going for another lap? Getting on the overtake now as we come through sector 2. It's a 56.276. As the K goes forth, a 1:15.325 split in the Mercedes drivers. And Brams, what can he put in here? 1:14.993, if good enough for third place currently. Now we've got a jab on a lap. Nope, he is invalidated. What about Max and Cookies? Trotman is about to start his lap, and let's start on board with Trotman in the Red Bull. Has Lethal Strike gone again? I don't know, I don't think so. I think so, maybe. Oh, he's currently forced. Let's see what is Lethal Strike doing here in sector 2. 6 seconds, so this is currently good for a 1:15.2. If he can keep pushing and not make an error, this will be top 4. And catches a little bit curved there through the penultimate turn on the overtake, and it's going to be a 1:14.402 for the Aston Martin driver. He has set the benchmark 3/10 up on Gags in second. Wow. 57.6 for the Red Bull driver as we come through the last few turns. Still got a lot of ERs left there. Catching a bit of curb and down towards the finish line. What is this going to be for Red Bull? He'd have to correct a little bit there. It's going to be 9 for 1:16.6.99. Hijab. Nope. We've got Hijab on a lap. He is just coming across, but I think he's going to be going again. So what about Max and Cookie? We've got Little Fletch, who has invalidated. Let's on board on Max and Cookies, who is on a flying lap. 9 minutes left, only half the qualifying remains. What can the Kickstarter driver put in here? 57 flat. So we come through the last few corners. This is going to be a 1:16.067, good enough for 10th for the Kickstarter driver. We've got Rendog just starting his fast lap. So have we got anyone else on our lap? We've got Gags, who's coming through sector 2. He was down on his sector 1 time, half a second down. I don't see that being improved. Smartco has gone third for a 1:14.804. Fantastic lap there from the Mercedes, up 5-6 places. We've got Slayer Hart on a lap. Cardiff, nope. Max and Cookies, is he on a lap? No, he's down. Trotman has spun it, is around. Simon, I think it's just, he has invalidated. We've got Hijab, who's on a lap. 2 seconds up through sector 2. And still 12th on 17.597. Rendog is coming through sector 2 now. What can I think this is a slow lap. He must have spun, so he'll be going again. Boaks is on a lap. Simon, Slayer Hart is on a lap. Let's have a look at the Kickstarter driver. And 1:15, just sub 1:15.6, not an improvement there. Eddie Duff's currently 3/10 up on his sector 2 time. Can he keep it together through these final few corners? That would definitely get him close to his teammate. And no, he invalidates out of that turn. Such a shame for the Mercedes driver. Decay apparently has gone purple sector 2. And what is this going to be for the Haas driver? Proves to 6th, 1:15.058. Trotman is not on a lap. Hijab is not on a lap. Boaks is on a lap, but it's just started. And Dog still yet to set a competitive time, only 6 minutes to go. Got a Little Fletch coming out of the pits. Brams, is he on lap? Yes, he is, and 2/10 up through sector 1. Only 3/10 separating second and 5th right now. Tenth up now. He has used a lot of his ERS. He will have enough to get through the stadium section. Oh, some nice lines there from the Ferrari driver. What can Brams? Nope, he pits. We've got Slayer. He has just set a time 1:15.501, currently sitting in 8th place. And Boaks, if Boaks can keep it together, this will definitely be an improvement. So we come through the final few corners, and Boaks running on medium, and pits. Okay, so Little Fletch is on an out lap, and we have got Gags on a lap. Let's sit with Gags, currently sitting in second. 3 tenths down on Lethal Strike. Excuse me. What, 10th up through sector 1 for the Alpine driver solo today. Unfortunately, it looks like Slipstream was unable to make it, but can Gags get some decent points on the board for the Alpine team? Some nice lines there, beautiful lines. What are we looking at through sector 2? Currently 2 tenths up. He's getting close, but this will be. He's not. I don't think he's gonna. He could get back in time. Would be tight, but doable. And there's a bit of connection with the wall there, which so close. 0.03, a second behind Lethal Strike. We've got JD currently half a tenth up now. He needs to find 2 more attempts to take that position away from Slayerheart. Is he going to duck in the pits to put on a fresh set of tyres? That, to me, is the question. Little Fletcher's just set a time of 1:16.877, and nobody's going for it, and he half a tenth behind. Half a tenth behind there for JP behind Slayerheart. That's going to be a decent battle later. So we've got a lot of drivers now coming out for their out laps. Who's going to be the first to start their lap? Dog is on an out lap, as is Simon. Simon about to start his lap? No? Yes, he is. He's hot lapping it. What's his job? Little Fletch, Cardo. Brams is on the lap. Brams just ahead of Simon on track. However, 9 places ahead of him. So let's compare times. I don't think Simon is going for it, because I see he was harvesting. 1/4 of a second up for Bams. Wow, this track is speeding up, and now he had to really hold it together there to keep within track limits. Heading down towards the S's, some nice aggressive lines there. What is this going to be? Sector 2 for Bams. 1.5 tenths up. This is still going to be potentially good for third. You got Smart Car and Lethal Strike on outlaps as well. Zima 4th with a 1:14.939. Will Bams take that back? No, he doesn't. He loses it in sector 2. Decay has just started a lap. Zima, whereas he's currently a 10th down on his time. Slayerheart, sector 1. He is pulverizing that ERS, already down to 10%. 4 tenths up. Question is, has he used too much of that ERS? Let's have a look. He is recouping, but and if he can hold that 4 attempts, that's going to put him in Decay's range, like around about 6th. What can the Kicksauber driver do here? 1.5 attempts up, so it looks like he did just drain that battery. Can he improve? Can he take 7th from Eddie, who's currently on an outlap? 1 minute to go here in qualifying. And here we go, on to the throttle. Opens the overtake, and 8th, 55 thousandths up. Bams. I think that was Decay, has gone 4th. Decay 4th, only 20 thousandths a second behind Smartica, who is currently a 10th up on his time now. He needs to find out 3 or 4 tenths, so I don't see an improvement there, but we've got some very fast drivers on track, and only, like I said, 2 tenths separating 6th and 4th. Lethal Strike proves on his flying lap a 1:14.282. What can Smartica do here? He does improve, not enough, but that could help him retain. Now, I don't. Is Zima going to improve here? It doesn't. It's a few tenths down in sector 1. Let's have a look. What can the Racing Bull driver do here? No, I don't see him improving. Bams is not on a lap. We've got Eddie Dust. I think he is on a lap. So let's start on board with the Mercedes driver. Tenth and a half up, and that is qualifying. So 10th and a half up. He needs to find a little bit more, and it could be as high as 5th. What can the Mercedes driver do? He ducks out of that very last minute. Simon invalidated. Rendog is on a lap. Let's sit on board with the McLaren driver. Produce here. Currently sitting in 12th place. Quarter of a second up. Could be challenging Simon here. Ferrari of Bams moving out the way there. And what is this going to be for Rendog? Well, stays in 12th. What about Boakes? He's coming around, but I don't think he's going to improve. No, he is not. And that is qualifying. That is qualifying. Lethal Strike in first, Gags in second, Smartka third, Decay fourth, Zima fifth, Bram sixth, Eddie seventh, Trotman eighth, Slayer ninth, JP 10th, Simon 11th, Rendog 12th, Max and Cookies 13th, Boakes 14th, Little Fletch 15th, Hijab 16th, and Fiver Badger will be starting at the back in the McLaren, having not set a time. So and now we have it, folks. That is qualifying out and done. A lot of track invalidation, so okay, we will be taking a quick 5-minute break, and then we will be back for the action here in round 3 of the Late Breakers Club. Lethal Strike, will he make it? 3 wins on the bounce, or will Smartka, Gags, Decay and the rest be able to bring a challenge to him? Well, we will find out. my drink ready. We will shortly be getting going here for round 3 of the Mexico Grand Prix in the Lake Breakers Club. And here we go, 5 lights. And we go here at Mexico. Everyone away cleanly. Gags on the inside of a Lethal Strike. He's using the overtake. Absolutely draining their batteries. They head down to the first corner. Is there any collisions? Looks like there's a ghosting Haas. Is that Decay? It is, down 4 places from his start position. I'm now 5, but Eddie up 3 places, and he's right on the back of his teammate. So 1 or 2 stops, medium hard or medium hard. What have the drivers done? 3-second time penalty already for Boaks for track limits, who's battling hard with his teammate Hijab. So what are we looking at for tyres? Everyone's starting on the medium side. Slayer Hart starting on the hards, and he's currently down 4 places on his start position. Gags right on the back of Lethal Strike. It looks like the Aston Martin driver is going to have some competition today. We've got a bit of a, well, the entire pack all the way down to Little Fletch will be a DRS train if it stays like this, but DRS will not properly get activated until this time next lap. And it looks like there was an Alpha Tauri wide there. Oh, maybe I'm just seeing wrong. We've got Zima screaming past Bams in the Ferrari. Eddie has fallen back from his teammate Smart Car. Sorry, we have 3 DRS straights. I forgot about this one. And the 3 lead drivers now starting to pull away from Eddie, who's gonna be battling hard to keep Truckman, Brands and Zima behind. It looks like Max and Cookies has spun. He is down to 15th, 16th. Everyone besides Fiber Badger getting past him. Is Fiber Badger? Yes, he is. I think he has pitted. He must have picked up damage in the first lap. But Gags and Lethal started to pull away from Smartica. We've got a yellow flag in Sec 2. That is Slayer Hart, and we've got a virtual safety car. Safety car. We've got a safety car. Yeah, virtual safety car. Slayer Hart is out. He is out of this race. 2 laps in out of 36 laps. Slayer Hart is out. We've got Simon and Hijab battling, but that's a surprise because we are under VSC conditions unless... Yeah, no, Hijab did run wide, I'm guessing, and Simon gave back the place. We're still under VSC. We'll wait for the track to go green. Gags and Lethal. Right, this is going to be a battle. And a drive-through penalty for Decay. Feeding under the VSC. We've got Max and Cookies in the pits as well. Slayer Hart has left section. He must have collected his teammate. Gags and Lethal now out of the DRS range of Smart Car, and Eddie catching up to his teammate. Is this going to be where Gags gets the move done? Is he going to get it done down that long DRS straight into turn 1? What a good aerial view that is of this battle. And both using hot lap. Here comes the ERS. DRS even for Gags. He moves to the outside and gets that move done. Gets the move done. Simon fastest lap on 19.35. And we've got Smartka pulling away from Eddie. Eddie now 1.6 seconds behind his teammate. Zima battling. Sorry. Zima, Brams and Trotman all in the DRS turn behind Eddie. Eddie battling for his life, and he has pulverised his ERS. We've got Brams is ghosting. Brams, it looked like he lost something there. He's now 1.3 seconds. So how many? He is now right behind Zima. Is Brams going to get moved done on the inside into the stadium? But Zima will have it. He's going to hold behind. He will get ERS. And Eddie pulling away from these guys now. A 117 flat for Gags, who is 7 tenths ahead of Lethal. Lethal's purely relying on his DRS, but it's not enough. He's only closed by a few tenths. We've got Zima and Brams battling hard. All this is allowing to do is Eddie to get away from these three, who just a lap ago was defending with all his life. It looks like it worked. So definitely where the battles are. Decay into the pit to serve his drive. So unfortunate for the Haas driver. And all Zima running very wide there, and Brams right on his rear wing. Now, what can Lethal Strike do here? It looks like Gags is better through the S's. That's a nice view. 3 tenths there, we've got a yellow flag. Insect 2, that looks like a red ball. Trotman, that was Trotman. And as we come around the final turns, long DRS straight waiting. Gags continues to lead this race into lap 6. Lethal's going for it. He's hot lap and he's got DRS. Moves to the inside and gets the move done on Gags. Brams and Zima are still battling. Brams now taking the spot. Trotman is out. Trotman is out of this race. Looks like he's lost it going into the pits. Looks like he's lost it going into the pits. Very surprised that is not a VSC at least. But Card Alf now up to 7th. Rendog at 8. Let's have a look at the position changes. So JP up 3, Rendog 4, Bokes 5. Hijab 4 places. 2 drivers out so far, Dropman and Slayer Hart. And the top 3 holding steady. Lethal Strike now 7 tenths ahead of Gags. We've got Bram starting to pull away from Zima. Has Zima got damage now? I just don't think he can keep the pace to Bram's. And Bams, will he start to close in on? And he does. Lethal Strike taking the fastest lap at 1:16.754. A little Fletch picking up a 3-second time penalty, which we will look at in the penalty situation a little later. Okay, we've got here Simon and Bokes battling. 9th place, slowly catching up to Rendog. Rendog about 3 seconds down from JP, who's another 5 seconds down from Zima. Driving very steady race in the Ferrari there, JP, for a track he does not like. And looks like, nope, he did have DRS there, but Bokes is catching up to the back of Rendog. Williams driver starting to find his element here. Will he be able to keep it for the next lap? Oh, Gags with 90% battery. Lethal Strike 30. Boak's picking up a 3-second penalty for track limits as well. And now does Gag go for it? He's hot lapping it. DRS open. And the Alpine driver, but Lethal Strike looked like he was ready for that battle. Okay. Couple of seconds separating all the drivers, but this battle for 8th is hotting up. Both Boakes and Simon in DRS range of Rendog. Does Boakes go for it? No, he does not, but he is all over that back wing and he's gone to the inside. Is there going to be a touch here? No, what a pass by the Williams driver there. Wow. That was brave. And Rendog is able just about to hold off Simon. 3-second penalties galore here at the moment, and we're only 8 laps in. I'm actually intrigued. 9 seconds for Little Fletch, 6 seconds for Badger, 3 seconds for Hijab and Rendog, and 6 for Boakes. Okay. And is that Rendog who's around? Yes, Rendog around, and that's a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. Looks like Kim and Simon were battling hard, but that 10-second penalty, is that something he'll be able to serve in a bit? We can find out now. Definitely not wanting to get caught there. Rendog has retired from the session. The McLaren driver has had enough today and has retired in the pits accordingly. So Gag started to pull out a lead over Lethal Strike. He's got 8 tenths over the Aston Martin driver. A good battery here, and Lethal Strike is struggling to keep up the pace. Fiber Badger has already pitted twice and really struggling here at Mexico. But let's watch this battle here. Lethal Strike seemed to be faster in sector 3. And he's going to go for it. I think he's going to go for it. Moves to the inside. And gets the move done on Gags. I have a feeling this is going to be a long battle. But Simon is still... This is our other closest battle. Simon and Boakes for 8th place. Rendog has now retired. Oh, the Red Bull driver. I'll get the move done. Boakes moves to the inside to defend. And coming down to turn 1. Who's going to have it? I think that's going to be the Red Bull. Yes, it is. Can he keep it together? He does. He gets the move done. And he's got DRS to move further ahead of Boakes. Good move there around the outside. Lethal Strike is gunning now. Brams picks up a 3-second time penalty warning. That puts him right in the midst with Zemo, who's currently 3.7 seconds behind him. Smartka driving a very solid 3rd tier in the Mercedes, and his teammate 4th. No penalties as of. And has Gags lost DRS capability? I think he has done. Yes, he has. Now, can he stay with Lethal Strike without that DRS? He is utilising his ERS. They both are Lethal Strike down to just 10% before that. Fiber Badger has retired. Is this going to bring out a safety car? It looks like an on-track retirement, so I don't think so. It is an on-track retirement, so... But it looks like Gags does still have the pace. He's slowly... Is he going to have the RS? I don't think so. who is going to handle the S's better. I think, let's see, did he get it? I don't think he did. No, he did not, but this is not the one we're going to worry about. Let's see what can he do here. Yes, he's got it. He's utilising it. Some nice lines there from Gags. And he will have DRS. Lap 12 of 36 here. Question me on when enough drivers going to start the pit. I'm thinking about lap 16, 17 here at Mexico. Can Gags get the undercut on Lethal Strike? Will he be able to sit behind, hold on to him, and then 1 or 2 laps earlier, go for it? Get on those fresh tyres, and Alakazam, I'm sure as soon as Gag pits, Lethal Strike will respond in the next lap. We've got JP pitting. And, excuse me, we've got Decay and Boaks battling. Now, Boaks is, Decay has caught up to the Red Bull and the Williams. Simon has started to pull away from Boaks. Can Decay get the move done and continue climbing back up the field? Now we've got a yellow flag here. It's the Red Bull. Is that Simon? No, maybe Zima? Thinking that must have been Zima. Yeah, because now Simon is just a few seconds behind. So yeah, that must have been Zima who spun. Boaks running wide. Decay right on his wing. Decay's going to want to get this move done against the Williams so that he can catch up to Simon in the Red Bull. Oh, we've got Gags and Lethal. And yep, Gags gets the move done and retakes first. But let's get back on board with this battle for 8th. Decay is harvesting. He has got a full battery and I think he is going to use it to blow past Boaks and catch up with Simon. Now let's see, what does he do here? Getting a little bit sideways out of that last turn. And overtake on, DRS open. And the Haas driver gets that move done only halfway down the straight. Absolutely obliterating that battery from 100 to 43%. Now Lethal Strike, 4 tenths behind Gags. Okay, now past Boaks. Can he start to close the gap to Simon? Whew. 13 laps in here, and it's currently Gags sitting in first, Lethal Strike second, the 2 Mercedes Smartico and Eddie in third and fourth, Brams in fifth, Zima 6th, Simon 7th, Decay 8th, Boaks 9th, JP 10th, Little Fletch 11th, Hijab 12th, and Max and Cookies 13th at the moment. But another 3-second time penalty for Little Fletch. He is really starting to amass them. I wonder what the limit is for them before you become DQ'd. What, Brams in the pits, Brams being the first to pit of the lead runners. He's gone onto the hard to take the distance. But Gags, yep, Lethal Strike has got the move done on Gags. Will Gags look to pit this up and hopefully get the upper hand? Both drivers with very healthy batteries. Smartico 6.5 seconds down the road. And we've got Decay now unable to make that second and has lost out to Boaks. Boaks up to 6th and Decay 7th now. I think we had a couple of drivers pit. JP and, sorry, not JP, Zima. I think actually, no, JP did pit, yes, he's on the hards, yeah. So we've had JP and Hijab, not Hijab, Brams pit. The 2 Ferrari drivers have pitted in the last couple of laps, so that's where the extra positions have come from. And Gags, his power is going to go the distance without a doubt, and they're both diving into the pits. Lethal Strike slams on those brakes. Zima down in 12th, nearly a whole lap behind the leaders. JP, we've got Decay and Boaks. Boaks is really pushing it now. What, Brams on the back of him, I'm sure he's going to catch up, and Boaks goes very wide. Decay on the inside, it looks like they're battling. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Boaks and Decay. Brams picks up a 3-second time penalty warning. for track limits. That's his second, if I do remember correctly. Gag, what has happened to Gags? He must have had a problem in the pits, and he's now 2.5 seconds behind Lethal Strike. We've got Lil Fletch, he has retired, and it's a full course safety car, full course safety car. Perfect timing for those that haven't pitted. Which is Hijab and Smartka. Oh, what is Smartka going to do here? Drive-through penalty for Bam, speeding under the safety car. Second drive-through of the day. And that is going to destroy Bam's race now. Smartka has got a decision to make. Can these mediums go 20 laps? Obviously, we're on lap 15 now. But he pits. He's going to come out. Oh no, he is going on to hards. He is going on to hards. So, has this just helped him? Because the drivers are going to be at a reduced rate due to the safety car. It is a big ass 6 seconds, but he is coming out of his pit entry. And Lethal Strike, who's going to have it? No, Smartka will remain in third for now. I'm sure Hijab will be pitting. And the lead drivers catch up to... Brams has retired. He has done a pit lane retirement. I'm presuming that is due to his drive-through, but why? He's had the pace. And you never know what's going to happen in racing, so we're now down to just 11 drivers. 17 started, 11 remain. And the field is Lethal Strike in first, Gag second. He will be so happy for that safety car. I don't know if he had a slow stop or couldn't get out of his garage, but he will be so happy for that because he's now right back with Lethal Strike, whereas he had to find 2.5 seconds. So Smartka and Eddie third and fourth. We've got JP in fifth, Simon in sixth, Decay seventh, Bokes eighth, Hijab ninth, Zimar 10th, and Cookies and Cream 11th. Sorry, Max and Cookies. I think I've got ice cream on my mind. In 11th. 3 second penalty for track limits for Bokes under safety car regulations. But we will have another lap of safety car at least. So what tyres? Is everyone on the hards now? Let's have a look. Hijab still has not pitted. Interesting. I'm not quite sure why. Smartka really having to go to those tyres, wanting to warm them up, get them ready. Does Hijab pit? Still going, which makes no sense to me, but okay. I'm wondering if he knows that we are actually under safety car regulations and he doesn't need to use his ERS because he's just drained that battery now. Zimar in 10th. Not quite sure why Bokes did not pit. Not Bokes, sorry, Hijab. But here comes Zimar and Max and Cookies. I think we'll catch this lead up. He is quite a bit behind, about 30 seconds, about 20 seconds behind, but I think the safety car will be in this lap regardless. It is lap 4 of safety cars, if I remember correctly. Oh, we go once more. Let's see, does the safety car lights go off? No, they do not. We are still under safety car regulations. So one more lap here. Is this Hijab's last opportunity to pit? Under safety car? Yes. Maybe. Yeah, I don't see it happening now. That for me is the cut-off line there for the safety car. But Max and Cookies is now back up to the field, and we're going to have one more lap of safety car, and then we'll get going again. Does Hijab pit? No. I mean, has he stopped at all? He hasn't, and he needs to. So why doesn't he? I don't know. Okay. So let's look at the position changes. So Eddie up 3 places. And actually we've had 7 retirements, but 6 retirements. Sorry. Eddie up 3. JP up 5, as is Simon. Decay is down 3. Boaks up 6. Hijab up 7, still needing to pit. Zimar is down 5, but has pitted just now. And Max and Cookies up from his start place of 13th to 11th. But we're currently running last. However, once Hijab pits, that will be different. Unless we do get another safety car. I think he's banking on that. 18 laps here to go at Mexico. And there we have it, safety car lights are off, and we will be getting going racing again very shortly. Excuse me. So let's get on board with Gags, see how quickly he can react. Obviously there are 2 lethal strikes, go. And we are gone. And we are back racing. However, Smart's car left for dead, already 1.2 seconds behind Gags. We've got a very aggressive line there from Lethal Strike. Here comes Gags into turn 1. Will he get the move done? No, he doesn't. What about further down? Any more battles? Okay. We've had Zimar and Hijab. Zimar has passed Hijab. And Max and Cookies right on his tail as well. We've got no DRS for the first lap. But Smart Crew is closing in on these 2. JP 3-second track limits penalty. Hijab now down to 11th and last, leading to pit as well. Racing not going well for the Williams driver. Zimar 3-second penalty for track limits. Lethal Strike really pushing it now. So the Mercedes driver is just struggling to keep up with him and Gags. We've got Boaks and Decay battling. Boaks holding off for now. Simon 2 seconds down from JP in the Red Bull. And DRS is enabled. We've got Gags right on the wing. He's taking the slipstream. Has he got the inside line going into turn 1? No, he has not. Lethal. He just has a little bit enough. It has enough in the tank to hold him off for now. But DRS will be activated any moment. A bit of a lock up there. Eddie now 1.8 seconds behind his teammate and having to hold off JP. Decay and Boaks still battling. Hijab has finally pitted. I don't even want to try to explain that. Here comes the DRS, and now can Gags get the move done on Lethal? Has a little bit of a toy look up the insides. And the Alpine driver right on the back kick, and Smart could get over in DRS range. I think he's going to have her. This is going to be tight. Maybe not. Depends where the activation point is. Let's see. Unfortunately not. I don't think he has. No, he hasn't. But here comes Gags. Lethal Strike goes to the inside to defend. And holds him off for now. We've got Decay past Simon. And a little bit of a DRS train behind him. Simon. Oh, is that? I thought there was going to be contact there between Boaks and Zima. Nice lines there by Zima. Boaks picking up another 3-second penalty. Who's going to get the line here between Zima and Boaks? Boaks seems to have a little bit more speed than Zima. But we've got a lock up ahead in Simon and Zima on the inside of his corner. Decay, 3 seconds for track limits. Zima does get the move done, but he's now out of DRS range. He's got some work to do here. JP in 5th, right? He does have a penalty, 3 seconds, so he needs to clear Eddie and get a move on towards Smartco, who is within DRS range. Can he keep it? 15 laps to go here at Mexico, and these top 3. I see a bit of a battle about to heat up. Saw a yellow flag there. And JP, can he get the move done? He's hot lapping it. He's egging that slipstream. We've got Gags past Lethal Strike as well. And JP, just that power, that raw difference in power there for the Ferrari driver. And completes the move there for 4th place. Smartica right on the back of Lethal Strike, who is going straight back at Gags. No, he's not. He's going to sit behind. But he has pummeled his ERS. It is now time to harvest. It's this Gags' opportunity to get ahead. He's still got 70% battery left. Little bit of a lock up there for JP, and we've got Zima. Boaks, and Boaks, it looks like he has lost some time. He's dropped behind Max and Cookies. But here is the battle now. Smartico again out. No, I think he did just have DRS there, but he's going to have to work to get back into it. The 2 front drivers just pulling away now. Smartico going deep there, but he has lost it. He lost half a second in that one turn. So Gags is going for 1:16.7. Fastest lap. What can Lethal produce here? He is harvesting. He needs to. With that battery, he's got nothing in the tank to defend with. Smart's going to have 2 seconds down. JP holding off Eddie. And JP, could he be closing in on Smartica? We've got a nice battle here for 6th on track. Gags is behind, has lost out to Lethal Strike. Nope, they're battling hard. They're battling hard through the mini stadium section. And Gags holds off for now, but all of this allows Smart to come back in, and he is closing. It's only 3/4 of a second, 6/10 of a second behind Lethal Strike. Both have been harvesting, but here comes Smartco. He's now right on the back of these two, and he's the pace man at the moment. Just down 2 seconds just a lap ago, and now he's within half a second. There was a bit of a battle between these two, which would have compromised time. Simon picking up another 3-second penalty. Only 4 drivers without penalties of some sort. Is Lethal Strike going to go for it? Aston Martin driver does get the move done on Gags, but Gags will be able to come back at him. 12 laps to go here. Eddie still hanging on to JP, and JP has lost some time to Smartica, but Smartica will have been up there by DRS. We've got Decay holding off Simon and Zima. Zima looking to the inside of Simon. No. This allowing Decay to slightly pull away. Simon defending heavy from Zima. So I got out of DRS range. Boaks a 3-second time penalty. Gags, what is he going to do here? I thought he was pitting there. Lethal Strike of 1:16.488 fastest lap. Eddie opens up his DRS. But Zemar and Simon, can Zemar get the move done on the Red Bull? Boakes has retired, leaving us with just 10 drivers. Pit lane retirement for the Williams. 11 laps to go here. And Zemar hanging on behind Decay for now. Gags on the rear of Lethal, as it has been all race. The two swapping battles throughout. Very aggressive line there from Gags. Does he get the move done into the stadium sector? Yes, he does. And Smartco is coming as well. Oh, I thought that he was going to go for it as well. It's like one lap Smartcar, it just looks like he's losing, and then all of a sudden, bam, he's right there. The Mercedes not leaving anything to lie. But JP is holding Smartcar's pace. He's going to struggle down the DRS straight, but he is holding his pace. And we've got Zemar past the K. But just 11 laps to go here at Mexico. Hijab now 40 seconds behind. Maybe he hasn't stopped again. Just really struggling with that Williams car. But will score points. It's currently sitting in 10th. Now what are we going to see here? The three drivers matching each other point for point here in terms of time. Looks like Hijab is running very slow. Has he got wing damage perhaps? I can't see. But he is. Why? Okay, focus on the run action here. Gag 7 temps up on Lethal Strike. Lethal Strike is harvesting. He has got a full battery. Gags 84%. And we're going to hit yellow flag just as we get into the DRS section. Nope, it has gone green. It has gone green. Lethal Strike all over the back of that Alpine now. Eddie as well right on the back of JP. I mean, it has been the case for a while. Zemar just a couple of seconds behind this battle, and I think we're going to have another retiree in the pits, leaving us with just 9 races to go. See. Not yet. Nope, he's going on to the softs. 8 laps to go. Maybe he just could not acclimatise to those hards. Lethal Strike on the inside of Gags. Smart Coup as well. The battle for first is so close. We've got Eddie past JP. Decay still being held off by Zemar. Penalties. Everyone with 3 seconds behind besides Hijab. 6 seconds, okay, in terms of penalties. Oh, sorry, I won't at all. But Gags has lost DRS range on Lethal Strike. Lethal Strike is going for it. He's just gone purple sector 2. Gags really struggling here, and this could put him at risk to Smartcar. Is he going to get DRS? He has pummeled his battery, but he does not have DRS. He doesn't. Smartcar does. Has Lethal Strike just made the move that is going to win him this Mexican Grand Prix? Smart to be able to get a move done. Lethal Strike is pulling away now. 1.5 seconds separating him and Gags is going to be at risk here from Smartcar. Nope. JP now back, has lost a bit of time to Eddie. However, Zemo and Decay battling hard still for 6th place. 6 and a bit laps to go here. Lethal Strike into last sector. Gags closing a little bit, not enough. Needs to get some work in there to close the gap and get back within DRS. But Zima holding off Decay. 96% battery for the Haas driver. Smartcar right on the back of Gags as well. Excuse me. We've got Decay past Zima now. Can he now start to move towards JP? He's just over a second behind and he's got DRS. Oh, it's double DRS activation. Will Decay close into JP for 5th place? Both Ferrari powered engines. Gag starting to slip down. 1.8 behind Lethal Strike. Smartcar right on his back. And Smartcar just rounding outside of Gags and takes second. I think Gags is thinking, if I can get DRS, it might get me closer towards Lethal Strike. But 2.2 seconds now behind the Aston Martin driver. Gags really looking like he's struggling. He is harvesting. He is harvesting. Okay, so Smart got now 1.7 behind Lethal Strike. Can the Mercedes driver catch up with just 5 laps to go here? And put some pressure on the Aston Martin. Decay right on the back of JP. Will he get the move done into turn 4? No. think it's lived to fight another day, but he's 2.5 seconds ahead of Zima. The Haas driver really pushing it here. A great comeback from earlier when he got that drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC. Okay. 3 second penalty for Zima, which is going to drop him behind Simon. Oh, it looks like Zima spun. Zima has spun, and Simon is now up to 7th on track as well. Max and Cookies past Zima as well. And Gags past Smartica on the long DRS straights. 2.3 seconds behind Lethal Strike, 4 laps to go. JP and Decay. Is Decay going to get moved on into turn 1? Yes, he does. Simon another 5 seconds down the road. Zima. Where are we on penalties? Got Zima on 6 seconds. Okay. Okay. Zima and Hijab on 6 seconds. Everyone else on 3. Max, Simon, JP, and Decay. Gag starting to come back. It's down to 1.8 seconds. And he is dropping Smartica. 8/10 this lap. .5 seconds now. Gag's holding steady, however, Lethal Strike has obliterated his battery there. 1.6 now. Can Gags get back to within that DRS range? Because at this rate, if he can, we could have a battle into this last lap. .7 now. It's JP. Can JP keep hold of Decay, or will it be sick for the Ferrari driver? Gags must have made a mistake. He's 2 seconds now behind Lethal. Lethal just seeming to have Sector 2 perfected. And Smartico, is he about to lose DRS range as well? Smartico, I think he has got DRS. Yes, he has. But 1.9, 2 laps to go here. JP not being able to keep the pace of Decay. It looks like that battle is settled, but we've got Zima right on the back of Max and Cookies. He does need to gain 3 seconds in 2 laps. Do I see that happening? Probably not, but you never know, anything's possible. This is the battle though, for second. The Smartico, they are both harvesting. It's going to be a last lap showdown for second, that is for sure. But it does look like 3.2 seconds ahead now. Lethal Strike is going to make it 3 wins out of 3. Another penalty for Zima. So that is firmly going to put him in 9th. Needing to find 6 seconds in 2 laps now over Max and Cookies. But this is the question. Who will be second? Is it going to be Gags or is it going to be Smartico? I think unless there's a big mistake by Lethal, it will be another win for the Aston Martin. 3 wins in 3 races. But as we go to the last lap, oh, a little bit lost a little bit there in sector 1, but the hot lap overtake is open. Has Smartico got enough here? He's closing. He goes to the outside. He gets the move done on Gags. Wow. That raw power. 100% battery down to 20. That is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, but a better exit for Gags, and he is going to go for it. Smartico will have DRS. And he's just pulling away there. This is going to be the battle to watch. Can Gags get a better line out of one of his turns, or is it going to be third for the Alpine driver? I think it is. One more opportunity. Does he have anything left? No, he doesn't. And Smart Car, unless he makes a mistake, is going to take second. We'll sit on board with our race winner, Lethal Strike. 3 wins out of 3 for the Aston Martin driver. Gags gets Smarter Car. Gags got Smarter Car there. Gags second, Smarter Car third. Eddie will come across the line to take 4th. A solid drive for the Mercedes. My apologies, I missed that battle for Gags and Smarter Car. I don't know what happened there. Decay takes 5th, JP 6th. Simon is going to cross the line in 7th. Max in 8th. Zimar in 9th. And last but certainly not least, finishing in 10th for the Williams team, Hijab. Did we get commentator's curse for Smarter Car? Did he make an error into that last sector? But that is the Mexican Grand Prix here, finished in the Late Breakers Club Friday night racing. Round 3. 17 starters, 10 finishers. Congratulations to all of the finishers. And Simon picking up driver of today in the Red Bull. The EA Codemasters driver of today. But we're now going to see the podium. Lethal Strike getting accustomed to that top spot. 3 races, 3 wins. Gags a well-deserved second after an amazing battle throughout the race with both Smarter Car and Lethal Strike. And Smarter Car will take 3rd in the Mercedes. Well done to our podium finishes. Another top step, and Lethal Strike increases his lead here in the league. 3 races, 3 wins. Can anyone stop him? We will find out next week. So to round off the rest of the grid, Eddie in 4th, Decay in 5th, JP 6th, Simon in 7th, Max in 8th, Zimar in 9th, and Hijab 10th. Our non-finishers today: Boaks, Brams, Little Fletch, Fiber Badger, Ren Dog, Chopman, and Slayer Heart. Guys, this is Pete W. I hope you have enjoyed the comms tonight, and we will see you again next week for round 4 of the Late Breakers Club. Take care, guys. Have a good week. Bye.